Hi everyone, welcome back to Gardening from Square One. And if you are new here, welcome. I'm Lynn. In this video, we will show how beauty can flourish without the worry of deer munching on your prized blooms. Today, we are diving into the world of deer-resistant perennials and perennial shrubs that not only stand tall against hungry visitors, but they will also grace your garden with a stunning display of color all summer long. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, finding plants that can withstand the nibbling of deer while providing a continuous show of flowers can be a challenge. In this video, we will explore a selection of hardy perennials that thrive in a variety of conditions, attract pollinators, and will keep your garden vibrant and lively from summer till fall. First up is Nepeta, commonly known as catmint, and it belongs to a genus of flowering plants in the Lamiaceae family. Typically, it grows in USDA zones 3 through 9. They are prized for their aromatic foliage, which often attracts pollinators like bees and butterflies. Their attractive flowers can range in colors from pale blue to lavender, and they typically have gray-green aromatic leaves and spikes of small flowers that start blooming in late spring all the way through your summers. They're relatively low maintenance, requiring minimal water and only occasional trimming to promote bushiness. Nepeta is generally considered to be deer resistant. The aromatic leaves contain essential oils that many herbivores, including deer, tend to avoid due to their strong scent and taste. Now, while no plant is completely deer-proof, Nepeta's characteristics make it less appealing to deer, which can help it thrive in gardens where deer are of a concern. Next is Salvia, commonly known as sage. And if you follow this channel at all, you know we love Salvia. Now, it belongs to a diverse genus of plants in the mint or Lamiaceae family, and it includes both ornamental and culinary varieties. However, the focus today is going to be on the ornamental varieties. You can find salvia growing anywhere from zone 4 to 11, but most are hardy in at least zones 4 to 8 or 9. Now, salvia generally will start blooming in the spring to early summer, so around May to June. However, your local climate conditions can affect the timing of those first blooms. Here in a warmer climate, my blooming actually starts in late March, while in cooler regions it might be delayed a bit. Many salvias are considered deer resistant due to their aromatic foliage and sometimes bitter taste, which can deter deer from feeding on them. Salvia is also used in flower borders, perennial gardens, and as a focal point in mixed plantings. The vibrant flowers attract pollinators, especially bees and butterflies, which makes them excellent for wildlife gardens. Many salvia are drought tolerant once established, making them suitable for xeriscaping and low water use gardens. Salvia plants generally require minimal maintenance, but you can prune spent flowers to encourage more blooms and help maintain a tidy appearance. Most salvia are resistant to pests and diseases, making them a low-maintenance option for gardeners. Agastache, commonly known as hyssop or hummingbird mint, is a genus of flowering plants in the mint or Lamiaceae family. They are well regarded for their aromatic foliage, colorful flowers, and their ability to attract pollinators, especially hummingbirds and bees. Generally blooms from late spring all the way through early fall. Most Agastache species are hardy in USDA zones 4 to 10. Agastache is considered deer resistant due to its aromatic foliage. Its strong scent can deter deer and other herbivores, making it a great choice for gardens in areas with deer populations. Next is Mondarda, commonly known as bee balm. Now, it is a genus of flowering plants in the mint or Lamiaceae family, and you will see a theme here. Mondarda are known for their vibrant flowers and ability to attract pollinators, particularly bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds. They can range from about 2 to 4 feet in height and spread about 1 to 2 feet in width, depending upon the species. Mondarda is generally hardy in USDA zones 4 through 9, and it is considered deer resistant due to its strong aromatic foliage, which is usually unappealing to deer. Mondarda is going to bloom from early to midsummer all the way through fall, so generally somewhere between June to September, depending upon the species and local climate. Their blooms can last for several weeks. The flowers come in shades of red, pink, purple, and white. Next is Buddleia, commonly known as butterfly bush. Now, this popular ornamental perennial shrub is hardy in USDA zones 5 through 9. It typically ranges in size from about 3 to 12 feet in height and 3 to 15 feet in width, depending upon the species and cultivar, of course. Its tubular flowers will come in a variety of colors, so purple, red, white, pink, yellow, and you will see blooms in the summer that will attract so many butterflies to your garden. Buddleia is often considered to be deer resistant because the strong fragrance and somewhat bitter taste of the leaves tend to deter deer from browsing on it. Buddleia prefers well-drained soil, but it is adaptable to a variety of soils. Here we have clay soil. So to ensure proper drainage, we planted a little high, about an inch or so above the grade to ensure that it drains properly. It is drought tolerant once established, but it will benefit from regular watering during dry spells. It is ideal for butterfly gardens, pollinator gardens, and it is excellent as a focal point in the garden as well. Buddleia can be invasive in some areas, particularly in warm climates. So it's important to check local regulations and consider non-invasive cultivars or alternatives if necessary. Next is Russian sage. Now, this popular ornamental perennial is known for its silvery foliage and showy purple flowers. Russian sage thrives in full sun, so you want to make sure you give it at least 6 hours of direct sunlight each day, even in the south. Russian sage will bloom for you from summer all the way through early fall. So around June or July, here in Central Texas, they start blooming in May, and they will bloom all the way through September. Russian sage is considered deer resistant due to its aromatic foliage, which many deer find unpalatable. It is hardy from zones 4 to 9, making it suitable for many regions across the United States. Lantana is a vibrant flowering perennial that is popular in gardens and landscapes for its colorful blooms and its ability to attract pollinators. You want to be sure that you do not overwater this plant because that can lead to root rot. Some varieties are specifically bush varieties and others are more like ground cover. It requires minimal maintenance. Pruning can be done to shape the plant and to encourage a bushier growth. You can deadhead spent blooms to promote more flowering, but it is not necessary. Lantana is going to bloom from late spring all the way through the first frost. Lantana is generally considered deer resistant due to its strong fragrance and slightly rough texture, which many deer find unappealing. Caryopteris, also known as bluebeard or blue mist shrub, is a deciduous perennial shrub that is appreciated for its aromatic foliage and striking blue to purple flowers. Caryopteris is generally considered deer resistant due to its aromatic foliage, which many deer try to avoid. Caryopteris usually blooms from late summer to early fall in colder climates, so around August to September is when it will stop blooming in colder climates. However, in warmer climates, the blooms may emerge in May and continue through summer all the way into sometimes October. Veronica speedwell is a perennial known for its attractive spikes of small tubular flowers that will bloom in a variety of colors, so blue, violet, pink, and white. This plant prefers full sun to part shade, but it's going to perform best when it receives at least 6 hours of direct sunlight per day. Now, Veronica speedwell generally blooms from late spring all the way through summer, and some varieties will bloom even into early fall. The exact bloom time can vary depending upon the species and local climate conditions, of course. Veronica speedwell is often considered deer resistant due to its tough foliage and lack of a scent that attracts deer. Most species of Veronica are hardy in USDA zones 3 through 8, which makes them suitable for a wide range of climates. Gregg's blue mistflower is a perennial wildflower native to the southern United States and parts of Mexico. It is adored for its vibrant blue flowers that attract butterflies and other pollinators. Gregg's mistflower usually blooms anywhere from early to late summer all the way through fall. It is generally considered deer resistant due to its aromatic foliage and the texture of its leaves. Honorable mentions are Rudbeckia hirta, so black-eyed Susan, blooming from summer all the way until early fall, adding bright pops of yellow flowers with dark centers. It is very hardy and low maintenance, and best of all, deer resistant. Honorable mention is Yarrow, blooming from late spring all the way through summer. It'll bring flat top clusters of flowers in a variety of colors. It is drought resistant, attracts pollinators, and it has decent deer resistant in many areas as well. And then the third honorable mention is Lavender, which will bloom anywhere from late spring all the way through summer with fragrant purple flowers and aromatic foliage, attracting pollinators. And this one is definitely not a preference for deer. Thank you for watching this video. Please consider clicking like, subscribe, and notifications. I hope you have a great day in your garden. Bye.